Right now at 6, bonding out. The suspect in Baby Angel's murder out of jail.
And we're live from the NFL Draft. A look back at a historic Night 1 in Titletown.
Watching WKDT Lacrosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Well, if tonight is anything like last night, football fans are in for another treat in Green Bay for the NFL Draft.
The second round just got underway, and despite some rainy and chilly conditions, the fans are ready for more fun. Jacob and Cade join us live from inside Lambeau Field. Guys.
Good evening, guys. Yeah, it's not quite the frozen tundra, but make no mistake about it, it's not warm out here either. But, Kate, the temperatures and conditions are not putting a halt on the fun going on here.
No, they're not. I mean, rain ponchos, certainly the outfit of choice earlier today, but the rain starting to clear up and the fans starting to fill up the venue.
That's right. We talked to some fans earlier today about a fantastic night number 1.
The numbers are in from day number 1, and how about it? 205,000 people in attendance, which is almost double the population of Green Bay. A sea of people filled the parking lot for one big party, and the reviews from night number 1 are glowing.
You're never going to get anything like it again. I mean, the fans were great. I mean, the atmosphere is great. Weather today, I mean, we're still going to have a great turnout.
I like the hometown atmosphere that you have here, and the facilities are amazing.
I mean, where else would you want to have it? Lambeau Field, iconic. Like, this is like the birthplace of the NFL. So, like, there is not a better spot to have it. And, like, honestly, they should do the draft here every year.
And as the saying goes, when in Rome, fans from all over are embracing the Wisconsin culture.
I have tried the cheese curds, and they're very good here.
The cheese curds at Lambeau are better than you're going to get most places, for sure.
Just the whole atmosphere. I want some good cheese, too. I haven't seen any cheese stands just yet, and that's what we're kind of looking for a little bit. But just experience the whole culture and see what Green Bay is all about.
And regardless of who you root for, the love for football continues to turn strangers into friends as they all soak in one of the best weekends in football.
I mean, the nice thing about Green Bay is, like, it's community. So, I mean, everything in this draft has been about bringing people together.
It's cool how sports connects all cultures, all races, all different types of people. So it's cool to talk to people from all over the country about sports. You all have common knowledge and common love for the game, so it's awesome.
And guys, awesome is a word to describe the newest Packer as well. Matthew Golden, the receiver out of Texas. And man, fans are going to love this guy. And coming up later in sports, we'll hear more from Matthew, including GM Brian Gutekunst on his newest speedster. But now we'll send it back to you guys there in the studio.
All right. Thank you, Jacob and Cade. And as they mentioned, a rainy Arbor Day we're having today. I guess the trees needed a good soaking before they soak up the sun tomorrow, guys.
As if the last few days hadn't been
yeah,
good
the
enough.
whole week hasn't been enough. We've already picked up over probably 2 to 3 inches this week. Some areas have picked up 4 since Sunday, and this kind of goes along with the second half of April, which the good news has eliminated a lot of the drought issues in northeast Iowa. But rainfall amounts total now, we are above average for both locations going through. In April, we're well above average, but this is yearly, so we're going to pile on more of this probably come Monday and Tuesday, and then maybe some drier conditions, at least a dry period potentially, but it has been a very wet period. But this evening, really, cloud cover is slowly decreasing. You'll see that more clear skies later for La Crosse, getting back down to 46. Similar story for Eau Claire, clearing earlier. They'll get back down to 42 with that wind beginning to decrease, which has been a little bit brisk overall today. Now, temperatures will get kind of chilly tonight. We should be more in the upper 30s to near 40. It'll be in the low to mid 30s for a lot of locations. In fact, some areas may go below freezing. We are getting to that point where frost is becoming less often, but still a possibility. Otherwise, as we go further on, we're going to break down. That should not a nice spring weekend. Unfortunately, something to take a note is we have some showers Sunday, but more importantly, we're going to break down the alert day conditions that go into Monday for some severe storms.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
The Winona woman arrested Thursday for the death of an infant is out on bond. Jennifer Beckley is charged with 2 counts of manslaughter in connection to the 2011 death of baby Angel. Boaters found the newborn floating in a bag on the Mississippi River over Labor Day weekend almost 14 years ago. DNA DNA evidence collected from Beckley allegedly showed that she is the biological mother. Beckley has signed a $20,000 bond.
The FBI has arrested a Milwaukee judge accused of helping a man evade immigration authorities. Milwaukee County Circuit Judge Hannah Dugan is charged with obstruction and concealing the individual from arrest. She allegedly escorted the suspect and his lawyer out of the courtroom after learning ICE was seeking his arrest, though he was later found and arrested. Dugan remains in federal custody awaiting an initial court appearance.
A special note from us tonight about Whisk TV and our parent company, Morgan Murphy Media. We are sad to report our longtime former president and CEO, Elizabeth Murphy Burns, has passed away.
Now, she was a pioneering figure in American broadcasting, leading this family-run company for the past 43 years. Mark Kane has more tonight on our leader, mentor, and friend.
Born into the media business, it was not uncommon for Elizabeth Murphy Burns to rub elbows with politicians and entertainers like Bob Hope. After all, her grandfather founded the influential Superior Evening Telegram in 1890. She began her career in media at the age of 14, selling classified ads for the family-run newspaper. After attending the University of Arizona, she entered the field of broadcasting. By the age of 25, she owned and operated a radio station. She later rejoined her family's management team, and in 1982 became vice president of what would become Morgan Murphy Media. Under Liz's leadership, the newspaper business her grandfather started and her father expanded grew to include broadcast stations in 8 TV markets, 17 radio stations, a digital agency, and a monthly magazine. Liz Burns has been a pioneer for women in broadcasting, serving as the first woman on the CBS Affiliates Board and one of the first women elected to the NAB Board.
I hope that I made it easier for women to come after me, because we'd worked out the kinks, and so when the women came along the line, the guys were used to me, and so I hope that's a gift I've left.
An early advocate for the transition from analog to high definition, she told a Senate congressional hearing that cable companies should be required to carry digital broadcast signals.
The transition to digital television will only succeed if the early adopters can get their local DTV stations over cable and have assurance that DTV sets will operate with digital cable systems and other devices.
Her influence extended internationally. She was part of the delegation for the second Bush administration to promote independence news media in Russia, collaborating with Russian media executives to foster journalistic integrity. In 2018, she was among those honored by the Library of American Broadcasting Foundation's Giants of Broadcasting and Electronic Arts Awards.
I and my family take what we do very seriously. Being an integral part of our communities to inform, educate, and entertain viewers on any platform that they want to watch us on, and being the one they trust and turn to, what a responsibility.
It's a prestigious award with illustrious fellow honorees. All have made significant contributions to the broadcasting industry. But Liz Burns was recognized for both her national leadership in broadcasting as well as her commitment to local broadcasting and the unique relationship local broadcasters have with the communities they serve.
Among those other honorees at that luncheon, radio and TV personality Ryan Seacrest.
One of the honorees, her name is Elizabeth Murphy Burns, right? So
she was amazing because she admitted out loud that she's the reason that we have to suffer through
HD TV. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, HD TV. You know how we look. You know how you can see our wrinkles now? She's responsible for that. She created that technology, a real pioneer of the business. She's a lovely, true pioneer, and she owns local television stations. And she's doing her speech, and she's charming, and she's smart, and she's funny.
Liz and her husband Richard have spent the past few years in Arizona, helping shape the next generation of journalists at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication, dedicating its largest teaching space in honor of the couple, a 141-seat technologically advanced classroom. Elizabeth Murphy Burns' legacy is one of innovation, leadership, and an unwavering commitment to public service and to her family, including her 5 grandchildren.
This industry has been very good to me and my family, and you need to give back and you need to set an example, because what you're doing is what should be focused on. It's the act, not the person. We enlighten educate, entertain, and have fun doing it. You don't have fun, you aren't going to be good at it. So, and I think we're very good at it.
Elizabeth Murphy Burns was 79 years old.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers? Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines. US Cellular, built for us.
We see you out there, building a life you love, knowing that when inspiration strikes, nothing should get in your way. At Blaine's, we're here to help with everything you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Like a free Wild Bite fishing kit when you spend $50 on fishing gear. Blaine's brand lawn and garden batteries, $3 off for rewards members. Plus, we've lowered prices store-wide so you can find the value you need to do things your way. Sorry. Blaine's Farm and Fleet, in original.
As a teacher, I think it's important that students here in Wisconsin become proficient and ideally strong in math.
We need to keep teachers like you here. That's what motivated UW-Madison's Wisconsin Teacher Pledge program.
By covering the cost of tuition, the Teacher Pledge enables us to teach in areas and subjects where we're needed the most.
We're working to fill these gaps, and those who benefit are the youth of Wisconsin.
When we stay in Wisconsin to teach, that's a win for everyone.
One Wisconsin, on Wisconsin.
Wherever you are in Wisconsin, there's a free and confidential Aging and Disability Resource Center, ADRC, or Tribal Partner Agency. We're here for older adults, adults with disabilities, and your families. ADRCs are a bridge to support for benefits and financial assistance, transportation, in-home care, and more. Get to know your local ADRC and connect with resources now. Call toll-free 1-844-WIS-ADRC or go to findmyadrc.org.
The Minnesota Marine Art Museum has a painting that's larger than life.
News 8 Now's Grace Monk joins us with the details on their latest exhibit.
Right now I'm standing in front of what is believed to be the longest painting in North America. And for the next year, it's going to call Winona, Minnesota, home. This is the grand panorama of a whaling voyage round the world. The painting is over 1,200 feet long and 8 feet tall. Due to its size, the Minnesota Marine Art Museum can only display 40 feet at a time.
It depicts a traditional whaling voyage around the world, beginning in New Bedford, Massachusetts.
The painting was completed in 1848 and displayed as a moving panorama. Audience members would pay 25 cents to watch the picture rotate 360 degrees.
It would have been accompanied by storytelling, narration, sound effects, music, and it would have been your chance to sort of see what the world looked like predating film or moving picture.
The exhibit will run through March 2026. In Winona, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Well, we'll have more news ahead.
But first,
yeah, we have rain returning, but it won't return until we get a little bit for Sunday, and then we'll have more conditions going on with the alert day coming this Monday. We'll break it all down for you coming up on the First Warn Weather Update after the break.
The Meats family has finally gained a member. Meet Applewood Smoked Ham. Smoked is their middle name. 2 for $7 ham and Swiss melts. Arby's, we have the meats.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
We have a very special bond, I think, as a family. Spectrum is the connecting thread to everything we do.
It provides us with reliability, lightning speeds, and allows us to do what we need to do in our lives.
From school to homework to entertainment, Spectrum's the perfect match for me and my family.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Spring is here, and it's time for a fresh start. Right now at King Furniture, we're making it easy to refresh your home. Trade in your old furniture or mattress and get a discount on brand new furniture. We'll even deliver and haul it off for free. Find the latest styles in bedrooms, living rooms, dining rooms, and more. And save up to 60% off store-wide. Plus, enjoy free delivery and 12 months no-interest financing. There's never been a better time to upgrade. Out with the old, in with the new spring into comfort at King Furniture.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Or get over $5,300 total value on select Sierra 1500 models.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
Yeah, overall, we're going to have pleasant conditions this weekend with 60s, plenty of sun on Saturday. A few more clouds Sunday, but all in all, not a bad weekend towards the end of April. So that's the good news going on. There's a little bit of showers that could come through Sunday morning. It'd be light showers only in the morning time frame. Sunday afternoon should be fine too. But we do have a lot of concern for Monday, given that we have severe potential, maybe a couple rounds. The good news, once it's going to be windy and warm. In fact, some areas might get 80 depending on thunderstorms and cloud cover, how that plays out on Monday. So overall, really, as we go through the time frame, you can see that is what we're looking at for going into Saturday. Clear skies, not expecting much in the way of activity too. Bigger picture goes through Saturday. We're still seeing a few clouds overall coming through the area, but all in all, it should be fairly quiet. Winds out of the south-southeast. High temperatures we're looking at more in the seasonal range, so more 60-degree weather, mid-60s, maybe a little bit warmer than that with that light northeast wind. So really fantastic way to begin to dry out with all the precipitation we've had for the second half of April. That's the positive news. Now Sunday, we're actually going to look at more conditions going into the highs. With the cloud cover and the precipitation coming through, it might keep them very similar to Saturday, although the overnight lows will be much warmer than we've had going on tonight. That shower chance just in the morning. The winds start turning around to the south-southeast, and they will start increasing towards the evening, but still overall average temperatures for this time of year and plenty of dry conditions. And Monday, that's when we have the alert day conditions going on, mid-70s, maybe potentially some upper 70s, even 80, depending on when these storms come through. And there's a lot of questions of when the storms come through. We could have multiple rounds with it, but right now it will warm and windy definitely going on. As we go on into the conditions here, let's time out the showers. Here you got the showers coming through. This is the warm front that'll be coming through Sunday night. Now, when this develops thunderstorms, it will develop some type of thunderstorms throughout the nighttime. A little bit of question of where and how often or how quickly it comes through, but we could see some strong storms come through briefly Monday morning, maybe about Monday noon. The afternoon overall looks probably quiet. We'll have windy conditions, warm. We actually might get a little bit of sun, and that could boost our temperatures up into the 80s. Then the development is going to be out to the west along the cold front. That should develop somewhere in Minnesota. And right now it looks like we could even see a squall line, which would be a damaging wind threat, really the main threat coming through. That'll come through sometime Sunday evening. Maybe Monday evening, Monday night time frame. The good news is once we get past probably midnight, everything will be pushed off to the east and we won't see anymore. So we're really going to have to pay attention. If you got any plans Monday evening, definitely pay attention. Have the app handy. Stay tuned for this weekend for updates on it. And also don't forget Monday morning too. We might see some stronger storms too. So all that comes in a factor going on. Cooler behind it. We're definitely going to drop those temperatures back to the 50s and 60s. So you'll feel that Tuesday behind the cold front. So the severe threat, that's not going to show that. It's still pretty enhanced for this time of year. So we do have the alert day conditions. We'll kind of fine tune the time as we get closer to the event, but definitely stay tuned. Otherwise, enjoy the pleasant Saturday and for the most part Sunday too. Otherwise, we're going to see conditions get more seasonal and kind of a more drier type pattern going into next week and the first part of May too, which is good news because planting season is going to start ramping up, and I know they would like to have more drier conditions, at least some dry breaks.
Absolutely. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, back on the clock. 2 rounds of picks on night 2 of the NFL draft. What the green and gold might do after bucking tradition last night. Jacob and Cade live from Green Bay. Next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Save hundreds, one seat at a time on Stressless, the most comfortable furniture in the world. Only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Right now, take $200 off each Stressless seat. This includes each Laurel or Mint dining chair and home office chair, and each Stressless recliner. You can save $600 on Stressless sofas, $400 on love seats, and thousands on sectionals. Refresh your home with Stressless seating for less. Shop Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Family owned for 100 years.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
Thank you so much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, one of those places where families spend their winters among our frozen lakes and snow-covered hills. With all the fun we're having, it's easy to take for granted how we warm up, by the fire or simply adjusting our thermostat. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? Might be simple to imagine for 60 seconds, but for many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. Freezing temperatures aren't just uncomfortable for them, they can be deadly. Make a real difference by providing a hand up for a neighbor in need. No matter the amount, every dollar helps. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Good evening, everyone, and hello again from Lambeau Field. Jacob Lensendorf and Cade Overton with you. Well, round 2 is underway, and we're still waiting to see, obviously, who the Packers will pick, Cade. But what a night last night it was. Packers will not be targeting a wide receiver, we're thinking, as they got Matthew Golden last night, Cade.
Yeah, I mean, I can still hear the roar of that crowd last night when President Mark Murphy took the stage to announce that pick. And Golden, he was going crazy as well walking out on that stage. He was pumped up, and he says he's excited to be with one of the most historic franchises in the NFL.
I never felt nothing like it. Man, it was. I wish I could go back out there right now, man. It was so cool. You know, the energy that the Packer fans got, man. You know, I could just feel it. And, you know, I'm so excited to be here. I'm glad the organization picked me.
And not only was it a special night for Golden and Packer fans, but it was also a great night for Packers CEO and President Mark Murphy. He's retiring later this summer, and in his final hurrah as the man in charge, he made many members of the Packers organization proud.
Yeah, it was just one of those, really special moments for our staff. We had a bunch of people in there, and Mark means so much to this organization and so much to each and every one of us to kind of see that moment unfold like it. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Now, Kate, turning our attention to tonight, most people are thinking defense. You never know in this industry, but most are thinking defense with the uncertainty of Jair Alexander at cornerback for this team.
Yeah, it would be nice to see. We have to see what corners are still on the board when we get to pick 22 of this round, but certainly either a corner or an edge rusher. Maybe if a guy they like is still there, they trade up. Maybe if one of those top guys get taken, they trade back. Anything's on the table here for rounds 2 and 3.
Awesome. And it is also Friday night, so that means the Play of the Week winner. And let's roll that tape and show you who we've got for that winner here this week. And that is Cooper Zeman and company of Melrose Mindoro for this spectacular defensive play. Zeman, Haley Hiles, and Opal Buchanan getting out of a jam with a bit of an unconventional double play, but it still counts for 2 outs. And if you've got a play that you think is worthy for Play of the Week, send it my way. My email at jlensdorf@wkbt.com. Kate, a lot more on tap for tonight. We've got some action on the hardwood as well.
A big one. Bucks down 2-0 in this series. It's not going to be likely they come back and win if they go down 3, so I'm kind of expecting a big game from Giannis tonight. We'll see if those other guys can step up. And yeah, a big one in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to avoid going down 3-0.
Yeah, I expect a raucous crowd in Milwaukee tonight with a lot of fans excited about that one. Fans are excited here as well. It's not the warmest that it's ever been here at Lambeau Field, but fans are sticking it out, and it is very, very packed inside. Well, actually just outside. We're inside right now, but still very packed over there in the parking lot. So looking forward to a lot of coverage, and we'll have that coverage for you later tonight at 10. Hopefully hear from or see who the picks are for rounds 2 and 3. But that'll do it for us here from Green Bay in Lambeau Field. Greg will have one final check of your forecast after this.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Stay updated while you scroll. Follow us on Instagram at WKBT News 8.
Get an 11% rebate on your entire project at Menards. Take on outdoor cleaning projects easily with a Husqvarna pressure washer. They have the power for making short work of any job. This 3,300 PSI gas pressure washer is now on sale for $355.99 after rebate. Suncast provides high quality, low maintenance, and easy to assemble storage. Protect patio cushions and other outdoor accessories with his Suncast deck box. Only $119.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. And every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on this Silverado. Or get $4,350 total value. Plus, current Chevy owners can get $4,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Here at Schneider Heating, we have a huge emphasis on culture, getting along, working together. We follow through on our promises, and we get the job done.
We will do what we need to do to ensure that you are safe, comfortable, and happy.
We have a lot of veteran installers who really care, and even more put their mind at ease by installing Carrier equipment.
We're not just putting in a furnace. You know, you're hiring the whole company. You're hiring our service department, our install department. Just a ton of experience. We're very helpful.
Kind of a breakdown the weekend. It should be pleasant, 60s. We do have that showers for Sunday morning, shouldn't affect the afternoon. Then we're keeping an eye on Monday because that does the severe weather threat. We'll have more on that if you go to news8000.com/weather, and even the weekend we'll kind of time it down, but definitely be prepared for Monday for a couple rounds, potentially of some severe thunderstorms, followed by more seasonal conditions after that.
Yeah, it's looking like the whole region on Monday won't be able to
it
escape
just depends on timing. Could be morning, could be afternoon or evening, so a lot of that has to be still ironed out.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. We'll see you at 10.